Greetings, everyone.
My name is Empress Addaliah Potter.
And my name is Empress Atiyah Potter. Thank you for having us in your home.
We are here today because the government of the Virgin Islands Division of Personnel would like to help you to continue and maintain a healthy lifestyle as we navigate through this pandemic.
Today, we will be showing you a delicious, vegan, quick lunch recipe that everyone will love, whether you follow a plant-based diet or not. We hope that this will be beneficial and rewarding to you.
Let's cook. Today we will be making a veggie burger, a lentil veggie burger, fried potato, and a tomato sauce. The first thing that we start on is the veggie burger. You need a purple onion, a yellow onion, green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, garlic, cayenne pepper, mixed season, turmeric, adobo, hot sauce, garlic salt, ketchup, butter, 5 seasoned peppers, water, oil, coconut oil preferably, a cup of tomatoes, bread, lentil peas, a spatula, a fork, a spoon, a scissors, a potato peeler, a sharp knife, a measuring cup, and for garnishes, which is optional, we have bok choy, chives, and thyme. And of course, you need your potato. The first thing that we do to start is take our fresh seasons, and our sharp knife and cut them in a half so that they easily fit in the processor. You only need half to go inside of the processor of each. One yellow, one half of the yellow, and one half of the green. Then take your yellow onion and cut it in half. This is also going in the processor. It is important to know that before you start anything of making this veggie burger, you need to soak your lentil peas in water, preferably in a big bowl, such as this one. Cover the lentil peas. After you pour it in a bowl, cover the lentil peas in water so that it could be floating above it instead of leveling it together. The lentil peas need to soak for at least about 3 hours or 2 hours.
It has a lot of protein, iron, and vitamin C, and B.
A lot of fiber. After you put the fresh seasons in, then you put your 3 cups of lentil peas inside. Then put in your seasoned peppers. When all of this is finished, take all of your dry ingredients and put at least half of it inside of your mix so that it could be easy and taste good. Remember, all of these seasons are to your taste. Then take your cup of water or your half a cup of water and pour it inside of it. When all of this is finished, then take your blender, your processor, and grind everything together, which is what my sister will be doing so that it doesn't make too much noise. And while she's doing that, we will start on our bread. For the bread, you need to put butter on top of the griddle or in your pot. That's a nice sizzle. Pour a little bit more. Spread the butter across the pan. And then take your bread, flat piece, just like this, facing downward. And just wait for it to get a little toasted on each side. If you need to add more butter, feel free to do that. Once it's there for a good 20 seconds, I'm sure you'll be able to flip. You should see a crisp end, as if you're toasting it. Wait for that for another 20 seconds. Also, don't forget to wash your hands. You see me, I'm touching my food 24/7 because I want to make sure I have the right texture, but make sure that you wash your hands before you touch anything and wash your fruits and vegetables. Okay, it should look like this. Hot. Okay, now that we've finished our bread, I'm sure Atiyah is supposed to be finished anytime now, so that we can get started on the veggie burger. And boy, does this bread look nice and ready for the veggie burger. I was just talking about you. They don't need to know what I said. It's between me and the camera. So the veggie burger should have a nice consistency. I'm gonna use a spoon to mix this. Make sure all the seasons are nice and tied in. It should look like this. Like big lumps and chunks. Ready to be in veggie burger form. Yellowish. And then you see the little seasons in there with the green, the red. That's the bell peppers and the seasoned pepper that you mixed. And the onions, not very visible, but there. Now, we're going to move to the stove and get started on frying our veggie burgers. Don't forget your spatula and your plate. Also, bring your paper towel so that when you fry it and you put your oil on top of the paper towel. You can use a measuring spoon, measuring cup, and scoop it out. Depending on what size you like your veggie burgers, you can have it in that amount inside of the cup. And then just scoop it inside of a hot, heated pan with your organic coconut oil so that it can fry easy. That's one for me. We're gonna make one for Atiyah. Now just use your spatula to flatten it out so that it doesn't be too thick. If you like your veggie burgers thick, you can do that too.
And if your veggie burgers doesn't hold after you're finished frying them, add a little bit of flour so it can stick together. So right now she's shaping it, and what she's doing is using a spatula like this. I'm gonna use a fork and shaping it into a circle in a veggie burger shape. And when she's finished doing that, she's flattening it so it can be as high and as thin as she wants it to be. This takes about 2 to 3 minutes on both sides. It should look a little golden brown. Don't forget that this veggie burger does has a lot of calcium, potassium, magnesium, vitamin C and A, and the recipe can be changed to chickpeas. You can add chickpeas, or we're using lentil split peas, but you can use chickpeas, peas, and any other beans that you want to use in the burger.
These veggie burgers looking nice. Have a golden side on one, and it kind of, when you fry it, it is naturally going to turn a little bit green. But you're supposed to also see that brown crisp side that you see on a regular everyday burger or anything that you're frying. I'm gonna leave that sit for a bit. Side the potatoes. You can also make peas ball out of these veggie burger batter. Just form them into a smaller size. Just a little bit, the same size as this circle in my finger. You can use that same amount of size and make it any form that you like. You can make it fun. You can make shapes, letters, anything that you like.
And you can store the excess butter in a plastic bag, a tight Ziploc bag, and put it in the freezer for another time that you want to use it.
Don't forget to turn off your stoves for those of you who are at home and cooking. Turn off your stove so that you don't burn down anything. And make sure that all the excess oil that is on the veggie burger is able to drain off in the paper towel. Now for the big reveal. I'm sure you love to see this because it looks so pretty. And this is how your veggie burger should look after finished frying. You have that golden brown, you can see the red, I see the onions in there, the peas. I'm ready to eat. No, Atiyah, I was ready to eat, so I don't even have to ask her. By the way, just so you know, Atiyah is off camera right now washing her hands because she has been dealing with the food, which is what you should do as well. I just want you guys to have a look at these golden brown veggie patties that we just made. If you're doing it any smaller, you can always cut it. You can do anything you want. But now we're gonna put together our veggie burger. So we're gonna slice our
Onions.
fresh onions, our bell peppers, everything that we're gonna put into the sauce so that we can make it for the veggie burger. Right now I'm just slicing it into thin slices. If you like your peppers thick, then you can do that too, or if you want it chopped. Also, my sister is going to start on the potato. We're gonna make fries, fresh fries, potato. So this is about the thickness of the bell pepper that I'm cutting right now. All of them are slices like these. You can cut them in half if you have a smaller sandwich, which is what I'm going to do. So what we have here is our fresh tomatoes, which is what we're going to use in the sauce as well. Our bok choy, which is what we've grown fresh in our backyard. You can also grow your own vegetables, your own chives, your own thyme, your own onions and peppers. Right now these are about the same size that we can use in a sandwich. If you rather eat it easier or simpler, you can always tear it up into smaller pieces with your hands after you wash them. Like this. Small pieces like this. Or you can use a knife and slice it the same way. Either way is easier. For those of you children at home cooking, maybe mommy or daddy might prefer you to cut it with your hands. Right now Atiyah is slicing the potato into thin slices. We're actually making wedges, so we like them a little bit thick, but not too thick. Don't forget to wash your potatoes thoroughly because potatoes do carry a lot of dirt. They're grown in the dirt, so you want to make sure that you get all of this dirt off. For the peppers, just as you've done with the fresh bell peppers, for the onions, the purple onions, the red onions, you're gonna use the same slicing method. It should look thin like these, or some people like theirs sliced into a whole circle and put it on top of the sandwich just like that, but we like ours thin sliced and ready to just throw it on there. We like a messy burger. So I'm going to start on the sauce. You need to take your tomatoes, your seasons, which is your cayenne, your garlic, your mixed season, and your garlic salt. Onto the stove.
Right now, I'm just cutting the potatoes as small as possible so they can fry faster.
When you're making your sauce, make sure you be careful with your fire. You want to make sure that it's not on too much of a high heat. You're going to take your tomatoes and put it inside of the pot. Take your spatula or your spoon and just stir that. Put your fresh season. To your taste as well. Some people might have issues with pepper or have issues with salt or have issues with garlic. Just make sure that you put enough to your taste and your health. Then just mix that. Your tomatoes should have the season all mixed together on top of them. They should become starting into a small puree. My sister is going to pour the tomato sauce on top of it, also known as ketchup, and mix that all in with some hot sauce as well. We love hot sauce, so we're going to put a lot in there. You're gonna leave that sit for a bit and take your fresh bell peppers. I'm gonna cut the rest of them up into thin slices as well. This is our onions in circles, in rings if you like to call it that. You're gonna use those rings and put it into the sauce with your bell peppers.
At this point, you can turn off your stove.
The next thing that we're gonna do is take your slices of bread and just set them out so that when you're ready to top it off with that nice veggie burger that we just made. And you can take your bok choy and put it on top of the bread slices. Now we're going to go back to the stove and get those fries fried. With the thin slices of fries, you're gonna put that into the pot. Make sure you be careful because the oil is hot and we want to make sure that when you're frying the fries you don't get burnt or the oil doesn't splatter up. Be careful not to put too much fries in there because you want all of them to fry evenly. We're gonna go back to the salad, the sandwich that we're making. We're gonna put some fresh onions in there to make it look pretty and taste good as well. Just spread them apart evenly. However much onions you like in your sandwich is good. Atiyah don't like a lot of onions. I like a lot of onions. So I'm going to pile it on. Take your fresh bell peppers too. Then we're going to bring the sauce. Actually, let's put the veggie burger on top first. Now that we have the veggie burger laid out, we're gonna get the sauce, pour the sauce on.
Now I'm gonna get a plate to put the fries on.
The sauce should look like this, red and nice and fruity. It should be similar to a ketchup, but just way more healthier because you did it by yourself. So now that we have our sauce laid on, we're gonna cover that with our top bread. We have a nice big sandwich here. I don't know what to do with myself. I feel hungry. I'm feeling hungry. Don't forget to wash your hands again because I have been touching the food a lot. You want to make sure that you wash your hands while you're doing this. Don't be filling up all of... After you wash your vegetables, don't forget to wash your hands again because the dirt might still be in your nails or on your hand. For those of you who do have long nails, my sister doesn't, but I do. So I like to make sure I wash in between my nails, outside my nails, my entire hand.
And always remember to clean up your spot.
We like our fries a little bit crunchy. So we're going to take them out now, but not too brown. We don't like them too brown. But we like them nice and fried on the outside.
Again, we want to thank the Department of Personnel, the Governor's Office, our family, of course, for the support and everything that they have done for us.
This is our nice meal, our fresh potatoes, our veggie burger. Thank you for having us, Department of Education and WTJX.